by Union Minister, Railways Minister Ashwini, Vaishnaw, and other members like the Chief of the Railway Board, also part of the delegation, I am told. Not too sure about how many people are there in the delegation, but I can see, and which is why I'm saying this again and again, that Ashwini Vaishnaw is...
All right, viewers, those are the live visuals coming in from the accident site where Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived at the site of the Balasore train accident. He is going to take the stock of the situation. What we are getting to know at the moment is that Prime Minister Modi will be briefed about the entire scenario by the Railways Minister. Remember, Prime Minister has announced compensation for the victim, for the next of kin of the victim, and what we can see there is the Prime Minister's chopper. We can see Prime Minister Modi who has landed in Balasore near the train accident site. Well, it was a horrific train incident, viewers, as we are reporting. This is the latest development coming in. Prime Minister at the accident site. Remember, nearly 261 people in Odisha have been killed last evening. Now, the questions are being raised about a possible operational lapse that could have contributed to the tragedy. Is it the technical glitch, or is it a human error? These questions are being raised, and the Prime Minister will be escorted by senior officials, and he will be briefed about the entire scenario, about the restoration process. After that, Prime Minister will be going to Cuttack to meet the injured, is what we are getting to know. Remember, the injured are admitted in Cuttack Hospital and in Balasore as well. What we also witnessed is the visit of the Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw and Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik, as well as the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. So a lot of support, and that is Prime Minister Modi, who is walking towards the accident site amid high security. He is going to review the situation, and along with him is Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw, who will be briefing Prime Minister about the entire scenario. A high-level meeting was chaired by the Prime Minister a while ago, and a high-level probe has also been announced. And this is the visuals that we are bringing to you from the accident site, where Prime Minister himself is taking stock of the entire situation. Along with him is the Railways Minister. Prime Minister will be visiting Cuttack to meet the injured victims and extend his condolences to those who have been killed. And remember, it's a horrific train tragedy, and the Prime Minister himself is present at the site. He is taking stock of the entire scenario. Remember, viewers, yesterday between 6:50 to 7:10 p.m., two collisions took place at Balasore between three trains, leaving a mass of wrecked compartments and coaches on top of one another. So Prime Minister is right there at the site where this particular crash had happened last evening. 261 people have lost their lives, and more than 600 are being treated in various hospitals in Balasore, in Cuttack, in Odisha. And support, compensation, and words have been offered by the political parties, the leaders, and also from across the globe, there are condolences pouring in for those who have lost their lives and also for the injured. Remember, viewers, a passenger train, the Coromandel Shalimar Express, derailed after it hit a parked goods train and another train. And the impact was so hard, that destruction is so massive, as we can see that only wrecked compartments can be seen on the tracks. The tracks have also, come out of their original positioning, because it was a badly impactful accident that has taken place last evening. Well, there are more than one versions of how the back-to-back crashes took place, but what is certain is that there were three trains and two collisions at the same spot.
But one of the major problem is that because it was a very tragic accident and suddenly happened, the patients, the injured, the more than 900 people who have been injured, they are lost with their, they do not possess any identification for themselves, and therefore it is becoming a little bit difficult for the authorities to get in touch with their families. But however, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting the site where actually this tragic incident had taken place, along with the railway minister and another union minister.
What we can see at this point in time is that Prime Minister has arrived at the train crash site. He is walking along with the Railways Minister and also heavy security along with the Prime Minister at the accident spot. The Railway Ministry has ordered an inquiry into what may have caused the crash. It is still not very clear the exact reason, but what is certain is that there were two collisions. The passenger train, the Coromandel Shalimar Express, derailed after it hit a parked goods train, and the other train, the superfast that was coming from Howrah moving towards Chennai, crashed into the derailed coaches of the Coromandel Express. That has led to this massive destruction. 261 people have lost their lives.
The accident with video journalist Radha, this is the last former now.
Well, among many questions that are surrounding the accident is how the Coromandel Shalimar Express was on the same track as the stationary goods train. Was it a technical glitch or a human error is what needs to be ascertained, and which is why a high-level inquiry has been ordered by the Railways Ministry. Prime Minister himself now at the spot to review the situation. Railway Minister briefing the Prime Minister about the entire scenario, about this horrific train tragedy that has taken place in Odisha. We will be bringing you more details from the ground, but as of now, these are the visuals on your screen where Prime Minister Modi is at the site. A lot of people have also come in. Remember, viewers, it was the locals yesterday who had seen this massive incident, and they were the first ones to respond in terms of the relief and the rescue. They were there for those who were injured. They got them food and water, and the rescue began with the help of the locals who were present there. And Prime Minister Modi, as we can see, walking towards the crash site, the accident site. Many questions are raised, whether it was a signal error, was it a technical glitch, or was it a human error as to how the Coromandel Express derailed. And because it derailed, there was another train which was coming from Howrah, which was moving to Chennai. It rammed into the derailed compartments.